10 on your side first reported legal efforts to stop the proposed tolls.
Tonight, that story is playing out. Over 200 residents dug into their pockets and handed over money to pay the legal fees. Andy Fox has more on the latest effort to fight the tolls. Andy?
Alvita and Katie, attorney Pat McSweeney calls it one of the most extraordinary meetings he's ever been to, where people handed over money to pay his legal fees to fight the tolls.
This is a long and bitter fight.
If the no-toll lawsuit wins, it will be in part because of these people who will be standing on the back of attorney Pat McSweeney, who will seek a court injunction to stop the tolling of the downtown and midtown tunnels.
If taxes are going to be raised, the General Assembly has to do it.
McSweeney has won the case before that it is unconstitutional for unelected people like VDOT and the Elizabeth River Crossing Partnership to raise tolls and taxes on the people, and these are some of the people.
It was extraordinary. I think it was one of the greatest examples of democracy, hearing from the people.
City activist Melvin Mariner is one of about 200 who actually handed over money at this meet and greet with McSweeney to help pay the legal costs to fight the tolls. Portsmouth businessman Charles Greenhood gave money and is part of the lawsuit too. He says the public-private partnership should not spend any more money until the legal matter is decided.
They stand to lose any nickel they put in right now, because this is so flimsy on their part. We have a very strong, what everybody believes is a very strong case.
But what happens if the lawsuit is successful and the tolls are considered unconstitutional? What happens to the new tube at the Midtown Tunnel? Well, it could be that it all goes away and Hampton Road's #1 transportation priority gets put on the back burner again. Greenhood says that's just the way it'll have to be.
If we go back to square one, we'll just have the tunnel and traffic problems as we've had for the last many years.
And this band of unified folk gives no middle ground. Listen to what happened when Suffolk delegate Chris Jones suggested to pay down the tolls, not eliminate them.
Try to have a reasonable rate to go back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, they were saying no tolls. Those concerned citizens have raised $15,000, which is now in a political action committee bank account and will go only towards legal fees. VDOT and the Elizabeth River Crossing Partners would not comment except to say the deal goes on until they are told differently. And 10 on your side discovered this termination agreement, and judicial decisions is one of the ways and one of the reasons why both sides can split and go their separate ways. Judicial decisions that can change the landscape.
It's interesting.
It's very, and you know what? We were the first to report on it. It's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
All right.
Lawsuit will be filed this week.
Thanks, Andy. We'll see what happens.